Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Cheon Prayer Vigil. To formally start our program, let us first offer one full bow to our true parents. 차렷 천진 참부님께 경배 바로. Now let's recite our family pledge, first in Korean and then in English. 가족맹세 7. 천일국주인 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. Family Pledge number 7. Our family, the owner of Channel Cook, pledges through living for the sake of others to perfect the world based on the culture of heart, which is rooted in our original lineage by centering on true love. For our opening prayer, may I call on our sister Kioe Parker. If you could please unmute and lead us a prayer this morning.
Our beloved, our happy parents, and dearest true parents, heaven and earth, thank you so much. You give us a new date to get to know you more, to be your sons and daughter, to even a little bit, we can help you to contribute to make Cheon centered to mother. We are not robot. We have a responsibility as a human being. And without our responsibility, even true mother by herself cannot complete build Cheon. Having parents. Individually, we are so small and not enough. We did so many mistakes. Even our heart still not completely resonate with you. But even though you watch our effort and our heart to try to help you, and you watch only our good part. So as true parents, true mothers the same. And with those heart and like Johnson, spiritual world work, having parents, everybody can do something. Even sick in the lie down bed, we can pray, we can talk. Having parents in this golden age. I want all brothers and sisters on the world get hand in hand together and send them to mother to build their last job to accomplish Cheon. Having parents, you wait so long, and to mother, to father, wait so long to do this last moment. Now, Shinchonim, Symphonium, even they are young, but they are not out of country, and they're in the front line to see our reality, and they are building Cheon. He's in Europe, in America. Now we really need young power to support them and take care of our continue. This is a big, huge responsibility. Having parents, and especially young power, our second, third generation, who they can meet God's love, your love, you as parents, they really inspire because they are built with you. They have a DNA from you, but they still are confusing. And so here we come. We are the parents. We are the brothers and sisters. They need our help. If we really, really resonate ourselves with you and with the two parents and our Johnson, their second third generation can meet heavenly parents, your love and your hope for them. How peaceful, how joyful, really can be themselves if we be with you. And they can be built the family centered on you. This is our really hope, your hope, children's hope, second, first generation's hope. And today we get know deeper our true mother's heart and heavenly parents, your heart and dream through this 100 day. Thank you so much. I name I report to Park Central Family, Jill.
Ju, thank you so much for that prayer. Now let's move on to our morning stretches. First, let's raise our hand to the sky, and as we raise it, let's have inhale, deep breath, inhale, and then put it down, exhale. Let's repeat it again, inhale, exhale. Okay, great. Now let's start our stretching with the head rotation. Let's rotate our head slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opposite side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Shoulder rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opposite side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Our hip rotation. Twisting. I mean, if you're sitting on a chair, you can hold your chair. 6, 7, 8. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Now let's massage a little bit our face, starting from our eyes, using our 2 fingers, and then slowly push the edge of our eyes both, and then rotate it a little bit, and then opposite side. Great. Now our nose. Let's massage a little bit our nose. Let's be grateful and that we can smell through our nose. And our cheeks. Great. Okay. Now I give you 20 seconds to massage or stretch whatever part of the body that you want to stretch or massage. Okay, great. Let us finalize our stretching, and I hope our body is ready to receive God's words this morning. Now let's move to our breakout room to share our gratitude points this morning. I hope you'll have a good time with your breakout partners, and see you later. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good sharing with your breakout room. Our breakout room, also had a good sharing. So for this morning, I would like to call on our brother Klupa Deshutal to share his gratitude points. If you could unmute.
Well, good morning. My grandson is persuading my wife to prepare something, and that he's come down to our basement here. I call it Helm's Deep. For those of you who know about C.S. Lewis's book and the Inklings, those writers. Anyway, Dawn Treader is another. Anyway, that's my gratitude is centered on the fact that I got a response from my oldest sister's. She lives in Louisiana. My oldest sister's son, and he lives in Houston, Texas. So I text him saying, "Oh wow, you getting 100 inches of rain?" So he responded with 2 pictures of. He just said, "This is normal. This is normal." So when we know somebody who's in a situation somewhere, and we can get there's some reciprocity, there's give and take, there can give and receive. We can make the connection, and then we realize, oh wow, it's exaggeration. Journalists like to exaggerate because they're partially into entertainment, so not really. They tell their side of the story, and they were at the location in the event. So with this hurricane season starting, my nephew, and I in Houston, we're working on this idea of a redo of a map by Cracker Barrel, and they're resistant. Cracker Barrel restaurants, and Waffle House. So the two companies are responding, but it's kind of a silly idea. But hurricane season's here, so that's on our focus. So the excitement is happening in the Providence. So bring them on. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your gratitude point and your energy to everyone. I think it's uh, really important to start our day with that energy that you have this morning. I would like to hear more of our the gratitude points of our brothers and sisters, but we want to make sure that we can keep it on time. So if you want to share your gratitude point this morning, please feel free to put it on our chat. Okay, now let's move forward to the main part of this per Vigil, which is reading Shumader's memoir and reflection. For that, let's welcome our elder brother, Stephen Boyd.
Good morning, everyone. Let's begin our reading this morning. In 2005, President Alfred Moishu gave my husband and me a state welcome as we were traveling the world to launch the Universal Peace Federation. He was the first sitting head of state to do so. I remember saying to President Moishu, "If you give us 2,000 young people to educate, we can help you change this nation." This challenge was fulfilled in October 2019 during the Southeast Europe Peace Summit, when 3,000 energetic school and college students gathered for the Youth and Students for Peace rally in Tirana, followed by the launch of the Balkans Peace Road. Earlier that day, former President Moishu and I, now a sprightly 90-year-old, and Senior Minister Elisa Spiropali, welcomed me on behalf of the government to speak to the Albanian people at the summit. We were joined on stage by President Hashim Thaci of Kosovo and President Stevo Pendarovski of North Macedonia, and the event was broadcast live on national television. So let me share my screen. So I'd like to highlight this morning in this reflection the first line, or among the first lines of Mother's reading this morning. She says to the president of Albania, "If you give us 2,000 young people to educate, we can help you change this nation." So I'd like to reflect about our attitude towards young people and the next generation leadership. So as a first generation member, I'm always thinking about passing the torch to the next generation. And in that sense, there comes a moment in one's life, there's a moment in the maturity and growth of an organization, of an institution like ours, where the first generation then responsibly bequeaths to the next generation leadership responsibility. So as first generation members, we've worked very hard to achieve as best we can, and we will continue to work to our very last breath, I'm sure, to contribute to God's providence. But at the same time, we must think of the future just as God is doing. God is raising up the next generation. So one of our tasks as first generation is to bequeath what we've done, what we've achieved, what we've learned to the next generation. So it's not lost. So it's inherited. So it's incorporated into the next generation, so that a tradition or legacy, whatever form that may take, is shaped in the lives of the next generation, the second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way down. And as we do this, our role is to be a mentor. These are my thoughts. Please let me say that these are my thoughts, and they could be totally wrong, but this is what I've been thinking about, and I thought I'd share this reflection. It's so good. You may have had, those of us who are first generation, a mentor in your life. We need mentors. We really can't do this alone. Mentors are in the parent's position or the teacher's position. And as mentors, thinking about bequeathing to the next generation, we want to do our best to support the next generation in their efforts. If you're a teacher in a classroom, that's really your role, to teach and to support and guide, recognizing that this is a learning process, not just for the students in the class or the next generation brothers and sisters, but it's a learning process for also those who are bequeathing. We're learning how to do this and to do it well. So part of that is to appreciate the next generation, value them, guide them, and encourage them in their efforts in the same way that we were encouraged when we took our responsibility. And as Mother is teaching us, the central value that I think can ensure the successful outcome of passing the torch to the next generation is that if the first generation truly practices the Hyojeong, the virtue of Hyojeong, Mother is practicing Hyojeong when she speaks to us every day. So in a similar way as elders, we should practice Hyojeong in our daily life. And then the next generation is in a position to receive the baton. In a relay race, you know how that works? The passing of the baton is a critical moment in the race. If you're doing a 400-meter relay with 4 people racing, 400 meters each, when you reach the next person, you have to be able to pass the baton. If the baton is dropped, then the race could be lost, or at least significantly delayed as you scramble to pick it up again. So as second generation, next generation, we were all next generation that are going through training. True parents have set up this formula course, or this process by which you go through various experiences, even from your early adolescence and childhood, to receive training and education. Education not just in our internal traditions, but also externally in our schooling, in our high school, in our college, our postgraduate studies. It's all necessary if we're going to become effective leaders and to be able to have an impact, a positive impact in society. Most essentially, next generation needs to be able to discover in this process the heart of true mother. In the same way, the first generation, we were trying to do this, not just to do things only our own ideas, our own way, although God gives us, each one of us, an individual personality and creativity, but to truly discover what mother does now, even at 80 years of age, continuing to share her mission and responsibility, which she knows that we do not yet fully understand. And then, as I mentioned, the baton is passed, but the next person in the race has to reach out for the baton and take hold of it and carry it in the next stretch of the race or in the providence. Take hold of it. And in that process, as you hold the baton as a new leader, as a new responsible citizen of Chunluguk, seek out guidance from others. Now, one of the things that you learn as you grow is that you don't know everything. You kind of think you do, maybe at some points in your life. Then there's usually always a rude awakening when you realize, oh no, oh, I got things to learn. And again, also for the second generation, practice Shojam. That common virtue, that central value, the true mother or attitude or lifestyle that mother's describing, I think is truly the key to success. So we are right now in a critical moment in the providence of true parents, because we've reached an age, at least in the United States, I believe, particularly in the US, when we are in a position to begin to pass the leadership. We've already begun, actually, passing the leadership to the next generation. So in this process, I was thinking, how should first generation behave? First of all, as first generation elders, we need to responsibly act to allow the next generation to step in. And in that process, we need to offer them our full support. We need to be open-hearted and big-minded and really put ourselves in the position of the second generation and give them our full support. So how can we do that, right? On all levels, there's many things I think to think about as we move forward in acting responsibly as an elder. The next generation, just as when we were younger, we need elders to lean on, to go to ask advice about things that we face. So I was thinking about the first generation and myself. As an older person now, you kind of forget. You were young at one point, and I remember when I joined the church, I was 21. I just turned 21 years of age. And 2 years later, at the age of 23, I became a state leader. So we think sometimes first generation nowadays will say, oh, yeah, that brother or sister is very young. But actually, first generation, I'm speaking to you now. Remember, you were young too. We were young too. But yet we took up the baton and we did our very best. This is a picture of my wife and I when we were engaged. We hadn't quite received the blessing yet, but we were engaged. So how young are we there? I'm kind of shocked when I look at that picture that, I look like that at some point, When I was called to be a missionary, I was still in my mid 20s, And so I think as elders, we shouldn't think about the age so much as compared to ours. But we should support and offer the opportunity for our next generation brothers and sisters to take responsibility with a full heart and open heart. This is a picture taken, I don't know, 15 years ago. This is a picture of my son. He's our second child. This is in Korea. When I was working for the University of Bridgeport, we were there, and he was a student at Sun Moon. So he came to help me at my booth, to promote the University of Bridgeport. So I think about that picture. This is many years ago, way before he was thinking about being blessed. And my two daughters, they're on both sides of him, eldest and youngest. And I look at my son today, he has a beautiful family. He has a beautiful family. And as my elder daughter, these are her two children, and this is my youngest daughter, Hannah's family. They've moved forward, you know. So as a parent, I know I've made so many mistakes. But if I didn't allow my children to grow and to develop, well, where would they be? In fact, they would probably be resentful towards me if I tried to hold them back, or if I tried to control their lives, or if I tried to dictate to them what they should be doing. So, in a similar way, as first generation um, members, we need to think that the role of the first generation primarily is parental to our next generation. We are parents, and we should uh, treat the upcoming generation as we would treat our own children. One of the things that I was reflecting recently with Dr. Ward about this, and one of the things that he reminded me is that Father taught us is that we should always work to find someone to replace us. Father always say that to us. Okay, you're in this position now, but you need to find someone to replace you so that there's new leadership, but also so that you can go on to the next level. So stepping aside or stepping forward as first generation for someone to replace you is a good thing, right? And it doesn't really mean that you retire. Probably none of us will really absolutely retire. You may not work full time in a secular job anymore to make your living, but our commitment to heaven and to the heavenly providence will always continue till our last breath. So if we bequeath leadership to the next generation, actually as first generation, I think we can think that we've moved to a new level. We're entering a new stage of life. We'll never stop working, but we can do so in a different role on a different level. So I think this is a question for each of our first generation to think about how we do that, how we determine what our next step, whenever it comes in our life, would take place and what or be our next stage in our life. But most of all, what we do, I think, in my opinion, must do what God guides us to contribute to the continuation of two parents' providence in the next generations. So thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Boyd, for that wonderful reflection. And yeah, I feel a lot of parental love with you. And yeah, we are so grateful to have an elders uh, like you to always look up to. And I know our brothers and sisters might got a lot of things from your reflection and also from True Mother's reading True Mother's memoir. So for that, let's have our breakout to share what we got from the reading and from your reflection. I hope you'll have a good time. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good sharing about the reading and at the same time reflections. And yeah, I would like to hear more uh, your reflections, but unfortunately, we want to keep the time. So, but please feel free to put it in our chat. And yeah, thank you, Mr. Boy, for wonderful reflection as well today. I felt a lot of love as young people and the young leader of and a leader of next gen. Uh, we thank you for the parental love. I feel like our elders really have a great parental love and still want supporting us in spite of like we're lacking also in so many ways, and we know that we have to learn a lot of things, but the trust that you've given uh to each one of us really support us. And yeah, hopefully we can inherit the spirit that all the elders like really have done and went through as well, and be able to continue your legacy. uh yeah, there's a lot like more, but we feel so much love from the reading and from all of you that I've shared as well. So thank you so much for that. And now let's move forward to the final part of this program, which is Chongshuan prayer and announcement. For that, let's welcome our assistant pastor, Achushi Takino.
Okay, good morning, brothers and sisters. I don't have any special announcements, but I'm looking for the MC from June 22, next new cycle. If you feel or you can do MC, please contact me, text, uh, we need a MC. Please join me for Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Thank you, God. You giving us wonderful day every day. Sometimes very beautiful sky, blue sky, but sometimes you give us the very rain that really rained with us on all seasons. But all of them you created for us because you love us so much and you just want to see us happy and taking care of each other as brothers and sisters. I pray everyone feel your grace every day. I pray everyone feel blessing every day. And I pray everyone feel peace in the family, in the community, in the nation, and the world. And we want to create truly one family. I think that's only God you have dream like that. How we can create true family relationship. Even we are looks different, unique. But I pray we can truly create such a one family world. Starting New Jersey, starting America. True Mother truly want us to create to restore the spirit in America. And America truly stand for True Mother and fulfill the mission of the Elder Sun Nation. next 10 months, that based on the healthy and plus years, parents and brothers and sisters investment foundation, in 10 months, we can reach to the state leaders, we can reach to the righteous people, truly think, consider about the world peace or true world. I pray, True Mother, will reach to the state leaders next 10 months. And I would like to show you ideal state of the America, child state. I pray for this, my name, Atsushi Takino, West Central Family. That's you.
Let's have our unison prayer and please unmute. Our dearest loving Heavenly Parent,
Heavenly parents, loving parents of heaven, earth, and
Opportunity we
humankind,
have
victorious
to
parents.
learn from each other,
We're
Hello, Heavenly Parents.
absolutely serious about passing the baton.
I pray for your guidance upon the work that I'm going to do
We've
today.
had read
The mail I'm going to write, I'm going to have, and I'm going to make,
It has not been easy for the second
things that I'm going
generation.
to have. So
Sorry about that.
please have our
Sorry for
guidance.
our failures and
we'll be able
sorry
to
that
be
they have had
efficient in what I do.
to rough
Truly help,
challenging
providence at
times.
hand. I pray for everyone in Canada.
Parents have done their best to raise
You
us
will
to
guide
make
her
very
making the
difficult
correct
decisions.
decisions when
And
they're hard, when they're
really become agnostic to the
Heavenly
problematic.
Parent, hand prayer was very strong.
We pray that they can find their
And
way.
yet, Heavenly Parent,
Our second generation, who've been
she will
affected
not
by them and
convince.
by our inadequacies,
She should not be
finally
pressed to
find
endow.
a way to exit.
Please guide us,
Sometimes we don't have too much more time.
protect her.
Years, 15 years.
Please allow guide us to make the correct decision. And we pray hard when we are selfish,
That
when we seek the correct things. I pray that we can be capable,
Damien, who thought that only about
knowing
300
your
some odd
answer,
from extinction,
understanding your point of view,
so brings it to him.
and receive the proper guidance that we can make the right step
May
forward. Pray that Aaron connect and Wanda
we
go
can,
make
equal community, we can be
right
together.
step. Humbly, Heavenly Parent,
We
please
can bequeath our baton, that we
with
can
gratitude for
mentor
this morning
the
came
generation, the
day
younger generation will
for all my
guide
brothers and
them.
sisters,
We can mentor
young and old.
them. That's
In the name of Anne-Marie, my blessed Central Family,
pray that
I pray, Marie Paul,
this challenge we can really take it up as you with our second generation. It should be a multi-generational movement. So please be with us and guide us as we do this. Your mother's deep desire and ours as well. We want our children to inherit and Gook that we're striving to build now. Carry it on. Bring it to the world. Become national leaders, world leaders in the future. Many prayers. We offer this for guidance now about how we can here.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this morning, and may you all have a great day. Bye-bye, and see you tomorrow.
Hey, thank you, Jake. Look
Hey, Dr.
forward to
Kylie,
seeing
have a
you.
great day today.
See you
Mr. Boyd,
tomorrow.
thank you,
Very
Jim.
good.
Yes, Stephen Boyd, thank you very much for your
Bless
wonderful
you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Peter. Thank you, Peter. God bless you.
Mr.
Karen.
Karen, good to see you.
Andrea
Karen.
Thiemann, have a great day today.
Nice to talk.
You
Yes,
too.
thank you.
Dr. Hendricks, have a great day